Warning, this video is going to contain metal music. It probably has some explicit content in it. Please be advised. Thank you. Hey everyone, Tina Barfield here. Welcome to Writer's Corner. So before anything else, Happy Mother's Day! Appreciate your mama. I know this video is a day after Mother's Day has happened, but I recorded it before Mother's Day, so it counts. So happy Mother's Day, Mom. Love you so much, and thank you for still watching my videos. You don't have to watch this one because it has lots of metal music in it. So now on to the topic of this video. I haven't done a Manuscript Monday video in a while, so I decided it was about time for one. I just finished chapter 5 of Legend Tale of the Nameless God, and I'm writing chapter 6 right now. But this Manuscript Monday has a twist. It's gone metal! I think I'm actually going to do this for every Manuscript Monday video from now on, because I'll play the songs that inspired my most recent chapter, you'll get to see what kind of music I'm listening to, and I'll get to talk about my book, get you excited for what's coming next. Everybody wins! Mostly me, though. Speaking of Legend Tale of the Nameless God, what's been happening? Well, just a lot of stuff, really. First off, we finally have the whole gang together. As of the most recent published chapter, Chapter 5, Namonai, Asalia, Icarus, and Wacolia the Wyvern are all in it together now. But there are some problems. Mostly, nobody likes Namonai right now. I mean, Icarus likes him, but Icarus likes everybody, and he's easily taken advantage of and manipulated, so he doesn't really count. Asalia and Namonai are going to become great friends, but right now they're in this awkward in-between stage and just kind of deep. Wacolia and Namonai are just straight up enemies. They're after the same thing, they're competing for it. Wacolia just kicked the crap out of Namonai because she's more disciplined than he is, so she's better at fighting, and he's just getting his butt handed to him left and right, really. So they're not getting along that great right now. Besides Namonai being generally hated by basically everyone. What's been going on since my last Manuscript Monday video? I got you covered. So Namonai, the protagonist and main character, continues to be hired by Midas, who is one of the wealthiest people in the city. Midas just keeps hiring him for jobs that Namonai doesn't want to do but does because he needs money. Namonai just keeps getting into trouble with people, whether that's Midas and Midas's butler, Aberlock, or whether it's with street gangs or whatever the case may be. He is just finding trouble wherever it would even try and hide away from him, and he's seeking it out. So far, he's had a heart-to-heart conversation with Naomi, who people are really liking, and I wasn't expecting that. Fought a giant metal spider because robots! Met the famed alchemist Marinette based off the Bodun spirit of the same name, and also probably incited a gang war. He's a busy guy. During these last few chapters, I've introduced a lot of key characters like Naomi, Icarus, Asalia, all of them. In Chapter 5, I just recently introduced Marazan, who is a beast man escaped from the island of Dr. Moreau. He leads the gang called the Dire Fiends, and they are all past experiments or abominations. He rose to the top by being the toughest, strongest, and ugliest, which probably didn't have to do with anything, but he still is. Now, in addition to Marazan, I also introduced Tara, who is the leader of the gang Symbiosis. She has glowing tattoos on her body that can blind and hypnotize people. She's based off an anglerfish, and she is the sister of Ursula, the witch from Little Mermaid. I've actually really been enjoying doing all of the research for Legend Tale of the Nameless God, including all of these new characters, writing it. I'm enjoying taking on a lighter tone, and I'm really having fun writing my main character Namonai. I heavily base him off of a lot of the thoughts and jokes that I don't make because I'm either around family or in a professional setting. So this has been a great outlet for me because most of the time my writing is an outlet for my emotions, but not a lot for like my own thoughts and feelings and everything, my own jokes and everything I want to say. It's not commonly an outlet for my own verbiage. And this time it is. I'm really happy about it. I'm excited to write more. Right now I'm exploring the general theme of brevity in Legend Tale of the Nameless God, just keeping it kind of light, a little more action, entertaining, funny. The original Legend Land was very dark and very intense right from the beginning. I'm just kind of wanting to ease into that dark, chaotic abyss. But right now I'm really heavily focusing on the theme of emotional fronts, where you present an aspect of yourself to the world, or you hide behind a certain version of yourself to keep people at bay, where you're hiding behind masks both literally and figuratively. Now, for the future of Legend Tale of the Nameless God, I have the whole story planned out. I actually told my girlfriend everything that's gonna happen, which she was both happy about because now she knows it all and she was really anxious for it, but she also, I think, is not super happy about it because now she knows everything that's gonna happen. But she's really awesome and supportive about it, so it all just worked out. But she didn't like the ending I had in mind, so I've kind of been brainstorming a new ending for everything. But Legendland Tale of the Nameless God is going to continue to come out every Friday, but hey, life happens sometimes. So in terms of story, I have a few goals. First, I want to get the whole group together, especially focusing on Ricolia and lowering down her walls, so we can have a really good time with all 4 of these people, having bantering back and forth, and just having an us against the world mentality with this group. I also want to generate a greater level of complexity within Nominalized character, revealing backstory over and over, as well as expand the whole scope of conflict in the world of Legendland itself, and expand the world so I can do a little bit of world building here outside of the main series to kind of help prepare people for whenever I publish it too. There are going to be new characters as well, like a lot of new characters, which is why I have the constantly updating character guide. But I'm going to introduce a boy named Gala. Oh, Gala. He's going to be so much fun to write. He ties into the original Legendland. His brother was a messenger for a very evil Light Queen. Gala has only one eye, an eye patch on the other side, and he's just a very scrappy person. We'll also soon get to see Namunai and Ricolia work together to fight a big Hawaiian boar god, because, oh my god, yes! So I basically just have a ton of stuff planned, mostly within the next 5 or 6 chapters. We're going to see the introduction of a big genie crime boss who's always wearing a fur coat because he's constantly cold. He just has his fingers in everything in the city. He's going to be an entertaining fellow and part of Namunai's backstory. We're also going to get to see the extent of the Maurorian Revolution against, well, a lot of different things, but mostly against corruption, against the Queen, and possibly against the gods themselves. This was hinted at in the original Legendland with Viota and a bunch of betrayal. We're gonna get to see more of her, more of revolution, more of betrayal, and this vast, like, underground network of different things happening. We'll get to see the introduction of the Pirate Queen, Qi Jiang, who is a lot of fun to write, and I'm really looking forward to it. She's based off of a pirate queen from early 19th century China, who was one of the most successful pirates in history, period. I love that. We're going to have more female pirates and just more pirates in general because I love pirates. We're also going to have gunpowder, the introduction of it, the implications of it, and other technological advancements in this backwater European setting that is quickly becoming more diverse and more interesting by the day. And finally, we'll get to see a feud between Robinson Crusoe's illegitimate daughter and the import-export business of Tomrias and Finn. Plus, I'm also going to introduce Olympia. Who's Olympia? Well, you know how Athens has Athena? America has Olympia. We'll see how that goes. Expect more sarcasm, more jokes, more action, and surprising emotional insights. But if you can't wait for Legendland Tale of the Nameless God to develop an intense darkness on its own, just read the original Legendland. This fantastic piece of literature right here is available in a plethora of places. Find it on Amazon, iTunes, Barnes & Noble, Smashwords, my publisher's website, and my website, www.arc-storm.com. If you order off of there, I'll sign it for you, but probably not in the blood of your enemies. Obviously, everyone wants to keep up to date with all of this, so check me out on Facebook, Twitter, Goodreads, Wattpad, and YouTube, obviously, where I would be really happy if you subscribed and commented below. So check back in Friday for a whole new chapter of Legendland Tale of the Nameless God, and continue to enjoy.